What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, world? You know who it is. It's your boy Meek here, aka Most Wanted, from the up and coming show Breaking Bread. I know it's been a while. You motherfuckers is like, where this nigga go? But had to hibernate, was going through things. But this is gonna be episode 23, I believe. And the gentleman that's in the video with me, I want him to give his perspective on relationships in 2020. But before I get into that, I just want to give a special shout out to this guy because I was going through a lot of things. I'm going through a lot of things, and like he breathed a life into me. You know what I'm saying? He let me know what I was doing wrong, let me know when I was fucking up, and what I could do to make it right. He believed in me when nobody else did. So for that, brother, from my heart to yours, I love you, King, and I appreciate you for being in my corner, man. You know what I'm saying? But do your thing, introduce yourself so the world can know who you are, man.
I ain't nobody, man. I'm just his cousin, man. That's all, baby. That's it. Let's just get right into it.
All right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You said I ain't nobody, man.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
You
so
find out later on. People will find out later on. But until then, let's just get right to it. Let's get busy.
all right, so basically, because me and you've been chopping it up for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you've been saying some real insightful shit to me, like for the past couple of days that really made my mind fucking look at shit differently. So, in your personal opinion, how do you feel about the relationships from a guy's point of view in 2020?
It's different, man. So you got to put in a lot of work. Like you gotta put more into it than the actual female does. And I say this from experience. Like, you know what I'm saying, this is it's different. That's a good question. Like the whole, first of all, we got to talk about the dynamics of relationships and how that changed.
Yeah.
Like the roles of relationships has changed. Like there's a lot of whole ass niggas out here. We're gonna keep it a bean. We got to keep it a bean out here. Like the relationship roles change. So now you got women doing better than men. And truth be told, a lot of men are scared of women that's doing real good with themselves. They don't even know how to approach those type of women. So a lot of shit changed when it comes to the dynamics of men and women. And that's going to change the dynamics of relationships.
Okay, so do you think that women have got less emotional and men became more emotional?
Um, I think it's been women are more about their business. That's what it is. Women are more about their business. It's not less emotion is right there. There's sometimes, like I had a lot of conversations with women, and a lot of women don't even know how to show that type of emotion because they never had to. You understand? Like it's hard to do something when you never had to do it before. So to show emotion to somebody that you never had to do that before, it's kind of hard.
Okay, so do you feel that? Okay, so why do you feel like females feel like they don't have to show emotions?
I didn't say they don't feel like they. I don't necessarily mean that I feel like that. You
No, I'm
supposed to
saying like
show.
like in the females, like as you said that females feel like they don't have to show that type of emotion because they never were made to. Why do you think they were never able to show that type of emotion?
It's a number of things. Nigga, they ain't meet the nigga to bring that type of shit out of them, and also too their
I like
environment,
that
how
one.
they grew up.
I like that one.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like
Their
that.
environment.
So, what do you feel that men do right in a relationship? Well, not all men, obviously, but what do you feel that certain men do right in a relationship and certain men do wrong in a relationship?
You can't argue with these women. They don't hear anything but the scream. So you relaying your message to trying to get your point across through with venom and a lot of malice. So you're not gonna get far.
Preach, brother. That's
You
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
shit you
So
were saying to me, son. Speak that ghetto
you're not
gospel,
you're not
son.
you're not you're not gonna get far. You know what I'm saying? You got to conduct yourself in a manner to where like women are emotional creatures, so they're gonna go by you. So if they're coming with you with that venom and you reply back with that, that's where you're gonna meet at. You don't never want to have that. That's the last thing you want to do when you have a woman, especially the woman you're trying to be with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Yeah.
there's a misunderstanding in that whole process, but that's up to us as men to get that right, to get that shit together. But as men, we're tired of the games because women, you know what I'm saying, they have a knack of pushing buttons, you know?
Bing bong, bing bong.
Yeah.
That's a big fact. Okay, so what do you feel that men can do right well, certain men can do right in a relationship?
I'll put it to you like this. A lot of problems wouldn't happen if a lot of men a lot of both parties will get their shit together. You can't really argue much about anything if your shit is together.
So do you feel like okay, so when you say getting their shit together, like do you mean like financially, like having a car, a house, a job, shit like
Everything.
that?
Everything. You can't take care of somebody if you're not taking care of yourself.
Okay. So you
How
care
you
about
gonna
that?
how you gonna take care of yourself? How you gonna take care of somebody else and you ain't take care of yourself yet or first?
Yeah, you right about that. You 100% right about that.
I say that to say this: before you even indulge in a relationship with anybody, sexual, anything like that, you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know you. You got to know your limitations. You got to know what you like, what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to lie to a bitch because once you lie, excuse my language, once you lie, you got to keep them lies up. You don't want to
Yeah,
lie for
facts,
what? Keep it
facts.
keep it funky.
So, okay, another question I have. Do you think that people be honest about how they really feel in a relationship or they fabricate it because they don't want
Yeah.
to be completely truthful?
It's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear of that in a relationship because with relationships comes stability. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, a lot of the times you want to appease the person that's doing this stabilitating, if that's a word. If you get what I mean, like if they doing that, if that person's keeping it together, they'll try to appease that person. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess that's kind of a good way
If
of
you doing
saying
it,
it. So when you
if you
say
doing
doing it right, you mean doing it right according to how you're doing it, or doing it
nah,
right
not
to
according
according
to
to
me.
how they want to do it?
Doing the right way means both of y'all have a general understanding about how this is going to go and how it's going to work.
Okay, okay.
Both of y'all can bring things together to the table. Both of y'all have an understanding about each other. Both of you guys know each other's dislikes and likes, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
So do you think relationships in 2020 people don't take the time to really know each other and just rush into it?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I personally, agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, cause including me, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier, I never really took the time to get to know myself as a person, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure the person I was dealing with ain't do the same thing. So
And
I agree with you.
being by yourself is not such a bad thing. You need that.
Yeah.
You need to heal. You need to get yourself together. You can't just be jumping from person to person.
See that cup, nigga? Kang, the
Nigga got the chalice
Kang.
going. I hear you. I hear you, baby.
All right, so um, do you feel like love plays an important part in a relationship? I mean,
I,
because the reason why, okay, so in this day and age, do you feel coming together once you both are complete plays a better part, or does the actual love and the growth together plays a part?
yeah, you got to remember this too. You got to listen. Everybody got baggage. You just got to find the person. You got to find the right person to help you. You know what I'm saying? Unpack that bag that you got of baggage that you
Uh-huh.
had. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yeah.
But it's better to have everything, both parties doing well. You don't
Mhm.
want to be struggling and shorty's doing good. Your stress and her stress is two different stresses. You're worried about money situations. She's worried about other things, or vice versa.
Yeah.
You want to equal the playing field. The things changes when you get older. When you're younger, you can get by without not having anything. But when you get older and you
Yeah.
start to approach
That's
women, you better
essential.
have something. Yes, it's very. You gotta have something. You gotta have something.
Okay,
You
so when
can't
you
go by. You can't go by looks and how you dress no more. Now we getting older. Stability is a big thing now.
so do you mean okay, so when you say stability, do you mean financial stability, emotional stability? Like what do you mean?
Everything, everything. Mainly emotional stability.
I feel you on that. So what do you think? Okay, so where do you think it went wrong? Because like we were talking about, the other day, like back in the day, how solid the love is and how unsolid it's not now in 2020. Like, where do you think it went wrong?
Well, this the split between the men and women. It happened in the '70s when they got Section 8 and all of that stuff. Start putting men on child support and all of that. That's where they started getting the divide because number one, when a woman is on Section 8 and there's a man in the house, if you buy something, you have to answer for what you purchase in that house, other than the food stamps that they give you. So if you got a man in the house that's doing extra, and they're like, "Yo, what's going on in here?" He has to go, and he has to pay the child support. Fact. And that's
Big fact.
that's like that plays in a lot of that plays in a lot of people's consciousness because they feel like they don't need somebody. Now think about the effect now. Single women, single, you know what I'm saying? You don't need no nigga. You know the game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That only happened a short time ago. It wasn't always like that because as slaves, we were still getting married.
Uh, this is true, brother. This is true. This is true. I really like your insight on what you're saying, man.
So you got to ask yourself, where's the disconnect? The disconnect is not with the people. The disconnect is with the technology. Technology is the worst thing that ever happened to a human being. There's no more emotion behind anything because we see too many people getting killed on cameras. A lot of things that's happening. We seeing people getting beat up, raped, all on these shits. It's taking away our empathy. So now when we start to love somebody, we don't even know what this feeling is. We start to combat it with stupidity.
Damn. Well said, brother. I can relate to you 100% on that, man, because that to a certain extent is me, man. And you speaking facts, man. You speaking that ghetto gospel, son. Dead ass, man. Like for real. What you saying is like all facts, man. And it's just so sad. So, you know what I mean? Cause we gotta sign off soon because it says my computer's running low on storage. But if you can like give advice to this generation right now about relationships, what would you give a woman and what would you give a man?
Patience. It takes time to get money, so it's going to take time to get the woman you like or the man or the job that you want. It takes patience. You'll never get anywhere in life without patience. And stay in your lane, too. You'll crash and burn trying to jump in somebody's lane.
Yeah,
Life is a journey. Life is not a race. It's a marathon. Find your pace and stick with it.
I like that. I like that. But you know what I mean? I want to appreciate you for taking the time to be on this show, man. Like I said, I want to do a lot of shows with you, man, because it's like I keep telling you, man, you're a pariah energy, man, and like your voice needs to be heard because the shit you was speaking right now, people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us as black men in this generation to spread awareness and knowledge. Because like I was saying to you yesterday on the phone shoot, if I'm woke, what does that make you? And you're the one that woke me up. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna be doing more of
Yo,
this, man.
let me leave off on this note right here, brother.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Yo,
Yo,
niggas who's watching this, read this book, man.
message to the black man. All right. All right, bet. You see
Read
that
this
first,
book,
you see that
y'all.
live, people. Look at that book, man.
Read this book, y'all. Save your life.
All right, man. I
I was
appreciate
into
your
some of I
time.
was in some of the same shit niggas was into.
Message to the black man by Elijah
Stop
Muhammad. Got you.
Stop being goofy out here, man.
All right, man. But as
We need
always,
these niggas stop being goofy.
stop being goofy, niggas.
Facts.
But as always, spread love, not hate. Chase our dreams. Yo, cuzzo, brother, I appreciate you, man. If it wasn't for you, this shit wouldn't be going on right now because you helped me transition and you still helping me to transition to be the Black King I'm supposed to be. So from one Black King to another, I love you and I appreciate you, brother. All right?
I love you too, brother.